Hey everybody, so we have a little bit of an update here on the Dustin Byfuglien saga going on between Byfuglien and the Winnipeg Jets. But honestly, as each question gets answered, it seems like two or three more arise as this very, very weird situation continues on. Before we get fully into the video, I just want to quickly remind everyone to please hit that thumbs up button and give this video a like. It greatly helps out the channel. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and follow along for all my hockey content this season and all year round. So Dustin Byfuglien, as most of you probably know if you follow the NHL, has not played this season for the Winnipeg Jets. He did not report to training camp, was suspended by the team. It's been reported that he's mulling retirement and may never play in the NHL again. And then yesterday, we had some interesting new information come out. Dustin Byfuglien had ankle surgery last week, and the team was not directly involved with the decision, meaning Byfuglien went off on his own and got the surgery done without the team really being involved in it. And this is very, very weird. So you don't see situations like this very often. There was a lot of speculation that health was probably one of the main driving forces behind Byfuglien not showing up to training camp, and now we know that that is true. He was injured. He hurt his ankle last season. Apparently it was a high ankle sprain or something to that, some ankle issue that's stemming from last year. And obviously it wasn't getting better, or it wasn't getting better fast enough, or for whatever reason, Byfuglien was not ready to go at the start of this season, but he didn't even show up to training camp. And that's really interesting because normally when you're injured, you're hurt, you go to the team, you say like, I'm hurt, I need a surgery or I need something done. Team doctors look at you and you get placed on LTIR like everyone else and you get the surgery done and it's no big issue. For whatever reason, I don't like to speculate about stuff because I am not a doctor and I am not in the know with the Winnipeg Jets or anything like this, but the only thing that I can think of as to why Byfuglien would go out and do this on his own is that there was an issue with the team not thinking he needed surgery, the team saying you're okay, like you don't need the surgery, you can let it heal another way, whether it's just letting it rest or whatever. There had to be some difference of opinion between Byfuglien and the team as far as like the right course of action for this injury. That's the only thing I can think of as to why Byfuglien would just go out and do this on his personal, his personal decision. Because he's not getting paid right now. Byfuglien is suspended by the team for not reporting to training camp, and he's not getting paid right now. So like this was kind of, this had to be a big decision for him to do this, because if the team was going to, agree that he needed this surgery, he would have showed up to training camp, been injured, placed on LTIR, not playing, would have gotten the surgery through the team, and he'd still be getting paid right now because while you don't count against the salary cap when you're on LTIR, you certainly, still get your paycheck. So, that would be the normal course of action in a situation like this 99% of the time. I've got to think that the team didn't think he needed the surgery and he decided that he did, and that's why he would go off and do this on his own, because he continues to be suspended by the team. It seems like more questions are popping up now. So we've got the health thing answered. Now we know health was involved in why Dustin Byfuglien is not playing this year. He's hurt. But now more questions keep popping up as to like why all of this is going down and how this is going to end in the future, because now after the surgery, it appears Byfuglien is out for the foreseeable future. He's not going to play. He may not play this season, and I would say retirement is probably still on the table. No one said anything about that on either side, so that's just speculation, but you got to think that retirement is still on the table. He may never play in the NHL again. He probably won't play this year. What if he does want to come back, though? So he's been suspended now since the start of training camp and continues to be. Now, let's say 3-4 months down the road, he's able to come back and play again. how does he go back to the Jets? If he does go back to the Jets, he gets taken off suspension. His salary then does count against the salary cap. The Jets are really tight with salary. That would be an issue. They are right up against the cap. So, this is a really, really interesting situation. And it doesn't, while some things are getting cleared up, other questions are now arising. And the big thing here is Byfuglien went and did this on his own without the team. And that tells me that there's some sort of issue between Byfuglien and the team. And again, we don't know if he's ever going to play again, or if he's going to retire, or if he's just going to remain suspended, or what the deal is. You got to think that that the Jets may think about moving his contract. Obviously, Dustin Byfuglien would be it'd be huge for Winnipeg if he could come back and play this season. But now he's out with this ankle injury, and who knows what the timetable is on that? It could be a few weeks thing. It could be a few months thing. It could be a long-term thing where he is out for the rest of the season. We don't know the timetable after the surgery. It would be huge for Winnipeg if Byfuglien could come back and play. He would be their number one defenseman, and he's a huge part of that team. But if he doesn't, then you got to wonder, do the Jets move his contract? Because this is a really odd situation, to say the least. And when he's getting paid, makes a lot of money, almost $8 million a year. That's something the Jets may look towards moving. I don't know. I don't know if he ever wants to play for Winnipeg again. Maybe he wants to play somewhere else. It's just, there's so many more questions now about what is going on. This is honestly one of the weirdest and most interesting situations I've seen in the NHL in a while. But the bottom line is that Dustin Byfuglien had surgery last week. So he hasn't played yet this season. Didn't show up to training camp. Had surgery on his own decision, on his own personal health decision last week. So now he appears to be out for the foreseeable future. Seems to be some tension and a disconnect here between the team and the player. And there's still a whole lot more questions that we don't know, but we do know that health is involved in this. It's not just Byfuglien didn't want to play anymore. He was injured. And that's what's been keeping him out. And we'll see what happens in the future. There's still, I don't know. There's so many more questions now. I don't know what is really going on in Winnipeg with Byfuglien. This is a very weird situation. So we'll keep going as more updates come out and more questions get answered. I will continue along with this story, but I think with this latest thing, one big question was answered. The injury question, yes, he's injured, but now a whole lot of other questions have come up, and this has been a very, very weird situation, and just something that we're going to have to monitor going forward, because no one's really giving a whole lot of details. No one from the inside is giving a whole lot of details on this. So that's pretty much it on the Byfuglien update. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description below. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon and merchandise store are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.